Hi everyone, this is Joanna. Welcome to my channel. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Today's project is definitely not my typical project. If you saw this pendant, you would not think that I actually made it, but I saw a picture on Pinterest and it totally inspired me to try a little bit different technique, and it's just so fun to try different things. And of course I'm sticking to my color palette, which I love and adore, the blues and the greens, and I hope you guys will enjoy the journey. Let me show you how I made this. So today I'm going to be using the clay. The one on the right has finer holes. For the clays, I'm going to list them down below. I have Teal Pearl, I have Peacock Feather, and also Cernit Metallic Blue. And on the left, the faux colors are the colors of Cernit translucent clays, which I have used 2 videos ago. Also, I will list them in the description below. Now, if you have never used the extruder, you basically have to make space for clay in there, and then you shove the clay inside, and just like as if though you were making cookies, Christmas cookies, you just put the design and the little metal plate and you screw it on, and off you go to crank the handle. And as you crank it, you don't want to make it hang up high too much. You want those little strings to kind of separate and not get stuck together. So there you have it. This is the bigger, those are the bigger holes, and I use the bigger holes for the pearl and the metallic clays. Now, I was very surprised that the clay was not really sticking together, despite still a pretty warm weather outside, but it was working out great. So I'm just collecting all the clays that I'm going to be using on the right hand side. And here is the thinner, those are the finer holes, so you can see how different those strips look. And I run all the translucent colors with that fitting. So for this project, you kind of want to try to stay nice and neat. That's why I have everything nicely organized on the right hand side, all the clay is separated. So now I rolled out some more of that metallic blue Cernit, and that's gonna be my bottom. And right now I'm just taking all the different strips of clay, and I'm just lining them up, and I try to make them go straight, but you know, sometimes they're crooked, and that's fine, and maybe they'll go on top of each other. That's fine too, because honestly there's gonna be a couple of layers of them, because once I put the bottom layer, I will be filling the holes with the thinner layers, and I'll put them on top, and so on and so forth. And honestly, as I was working on it, I was thinking that this project would look so different if instead of the pearl blue, I would use just the pearl color, the Sculpey pearl at the bottom, which is, you know, it's very light. I'm sure that would have given it a completely different look. So now it is time to cut, and I really wasn't sure what to expect, because you have all those strands going everywhere, and I'm like, okay, well, is this going to fall apart on me? I know I do have the blue piece at the bottom, so basically as I cut, I put it directly on my baking platform, aka a ceramic tile. I want to show you guys the nice dimension that I got. You see all those crevices and the lines. It really looks so beautiful in real life. You guys would absolutely love it. So here I go. Of course, I have to make different designs with it, just using different cutters. And again, the dimension, the 3D is just so pretty on that. And one of the things I wanted to try is I wanted to try cut out the inside of a design. So this was my try. I wasn't sure how that was going to work, but it actually worked out fine. I think that the inner cutter was just a little bit too high, so the top strip is just slightly too thin. So now my pieces are already baked. So I'm going to use varnish on them. I'm using polyurethane from Home Depot or Lowe's. This one has gloss in it, so this piece is gonna be glossy. And then because I wasn't sure if I want a gloss or matte finish, so I did one piece with the gloss finish, and then I went on and I used the same thing in the matte finish, and to see what is going to work for me best. So there you have it. I'm going to let it dry and I'm going to show you the results. Okay, so this one on the left is matte and the right is gloss, and matte is definitely my favorite. Those pendants really came out really beautiful, and I think I appreciate their natural state, if you know what I mean. Now, in order to make life easier on myself, and I don't want to drill in those because they're such a tiny little strands, I'm just going to glue my bezel to the back. Those bezels are so great. You can get them from Amazon, and they're just gonna make your pendant look so beautiful, and it kind of reminded me of the ocean, and thus the turtle. And I just use a clasp, one of those clasps that you just squeeze, and I put the turtle through it, and I think that these pendants came out so beautiful. I am so happy with them. It's just something a little bit different, not something that I would typically make, but the colors came out great, and I love that that Cernit translucent, how it changes color in the baking process. You just don't know what you're gonna get till the very end. Well, my friends, I hope you enjoyed this quick tutorial. You're gonna give it a try and let me know what you think of today's project. Till next time, my friends, ta-ta!